Okay, so I'm going through my model drawings here. So I got a bunch of drawings here all over the place. So I found this drawing here. So it's a representation of the scar tissue story. So let's go back and have a look at that. I totally forgot about this drawing, but I'll relate it to the story that I told you earlier. So, where were we here? So, there's those atoms there. So, we had the Order 66, which is 22 minutes of exercises, stretches, crunches, push-ups, and followed up by 22 minutes of jogging. So basically, you exercise for an hour and 28 minutes. That's not bad. You do that every day. I mean, I used to work out for 2 hours lifting weights downstairs. So to work out for an hour and 28 minutes, hour and a half, you know, that's less time, like a half an hour less than what I used to work out with. Um, and I'm going to build better muscle tissue because it's going to be built on the good side of creation, duality. So this is backwards, but here we got the evil side, right? So these are from the compound workouts, or the bad side of creation because of Cassiopeia. So these great big tears here, being in the muscle fiber from doing these huge power lifts, right? That's the evil side because that muscle tissue here, when you make that big tear, it's going to be filled in by evil atoms. Evil atoms will fill that tissue up. Or as opposed to over here, when you make a little micro tear like that, it's going to be filled in with positive good atoms. So this is here, or I said clockwise is representation of death, and counterclockwise is representation of life, death and life. That's what this is about here. So when you're 100% pure and you're following the light, you've confessed all your sins, and you're leading a good life. Drinking only water, not getting drunk, not getting high, not climaxing, and being good, eating a healthy diet, then you're following the light, or this side here. So, this is life here. See how the atoms are going backwards? That's this here. So, they're going in this direction. So, what's going to happen is, by doing those micro tears, and when I go for my run, I'm going to basically, that is a DNA change. So that thing is going to rotate the opposite direction. So that's what happens when you, when light used to be in control of creation before the rise of evil, this is how everyone stayed forever young. When they ran 22 minutes every day, this DNA chain would spin the other opposite direction and would rewind time in your body. And you would remain forever young. So you'd live for 78 years in a certain universe and then ascend your soul to another universe where you'd enter a body that's exactly like your body. It's just there's 8 people that look exactly like you, but you all share the same body, but you move your soul from body to body. And each lifetime you live 78 years, you have to run every day to rewind one day's worth of time to make room for a new life's worth of memories. So by running for 78 years, you're rewinding time and removing removing 78 years worth of memories to make room for a new set of memories that comprise of 78 years. So when you do the 88 minutes of exercise every day, that's what happens. That DNA, what do they call that? That DNA chain, it rotates the opposite direction. So all the atoms in your body, they rotate in the opposite direction, and that's what heals that micro tear. as opposed to over here, that big, huge tear there, it's still, it takes a longer to heal because that's an evil atom and it's just rotating like that. You're basically building death in your body by doing those huge compound exercises and working out at the gym for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day. You want to think of those muscles that you guys are building as being evil muscles in your body. Those are all evil muscles. So this is to help you visualize a little bit better. So when you begin following this routine and you're doing your 66 minutes of exercises followed by 22 minutes of running, you're doing 88 minutes of exercise. You're going back to the future, which is rewinding time because of the DeLorean time machine reaching 88 miles per hour. You're basically rewinding time is what it means. So that's a visual interpretation to help you understand what's happening to every single atom in your body. They begin rotating that direction when you run, as opposed to rotating this direction. But to get this benefit, you got to be pure and healthy, following the light. So when that happens, that DNA chain, it rotates the opposite direction too. So basically, if I ran every day now for the next 50 years, I would never get older. I would remain 51. All right? So, again, this is just to help you visualize what's happening. Exercising the old way, which is compound movements with those big, huge tears, it's being filled in by evil atoms like that. The evil atoms are filling in the scar tissue. Doing it my way, which is the small micro tears, is filling it in with good atoms. So this is the element life, it's the element death. You don't want to be working out hard like that because you're building muscle tissue that's full of death. You want to do the micro tears? Take your time and use the element life. So I just heard on the radio, I was listening to a fight song by Rachel Platten. And I heard 2 years on it. Well, it's been 2 years, I miss my home. So I theorized that it's going to take me 2 years to reach my maximum size. So some bodybuilders, they work out for like years, right, to get that body that they want. So by vlogging this, we'll see how I look in 2 years. I theorize I should look pretty good in 2 years. So 2 years of just, following this routine that I've set out for you guys. So I'm going to include two videos for you. The one is, it's called Cocoon. Cocoon is about aliens that come to Earth and then they take old people away like this. They take old people away like that and they make them young like that. It's metaphorical for me being that alien and taking you away to a different location where you're going to be forever young. At some point in time, there are going to be UFOs that come here, I believe, from the positive universe, and they're gonna make us all young again. The technology can make us reverse age back to a time when we were 22 years old. Basically, the spirits that make up this DNA chain, which are these atoms, those spirits, they remember your age. So you could sit on an advanced medical bed and have your body deatomized and reatomized back to when it was 22 years old. So that's what Cocoon is about. Cocoon is about the good guys coming here and reverse aging all mankind. So I will include that trailer after this video. So there'll be a Cocoon, or they'll say the miracle of everlasting life. We'll never be sick. We won't get any older, and we won't ever die. So when you hear that guy talking to that kid, he's an old man over here. He's basically talking about when the good guys come here, we're never going to be sick because the technology will allow us to get rid of sickness. We're never going to get old because we can reverse age our bodies using technology, and then we can follow the light of exercising like this, like running every day, to rewind that DNA chain every day and remain forever 22, and we won't ever die. That's what Cocoon is about, what I'm teaching you guys here. Then I'm going to include that song, Fight Song. This is my fight song because, some of you out there who believe what I'm saying, it can be your fight song to change your lifestyles. If you're scared of converting to spirituality, don't. It's what I'm teaching you. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So that's the fight song. And because I heard that lady on there say, well, it's been 2 years, I miss my home. It's referring to me, hopefully, and all of you reaching your peak within 2 years. Like, it'll take 2 years to build the amount of muscle mass that you need to look like everyone else in creation. And it's really easy. Like, I want to put in an hour and a half a day, right? Instead of working out to make those big, huge tears, like a bodybuilder puts in like 6 hours of exercise every day. Plus their diet is crazy, they eat chicken and broccoli and potatoes and stuff like that. So I'll include that song, Fight Song. So it can be your fight song to, a better lifestyle with spirituality so that you're not so scared. It's been 2 years. I miss my home of theology over there. But I'm doing better for myself. I look better. It's been 2 years. I'm muscular. I miss my home of, the invisible man, but I'm doing better on this side of the fence. So you can look at it from that perspective. So the 2 years, I theorize, is how long it's going to take me to reach there. So check me out in 2 years and, see what I look like in 2 years. And see if you want to come to the light of spirituality or continue to follow the invisible man.